Yes, good afternoon and welcome back to DR Sports, one of the most anticipated shows on the internet. This is the weekend preview, hosted by myself, AGT. Where's Robbie? Is the question, the key question. Where is he?
He's just ducking it.
I saw his car outside, but he clearly doesn't want the smoke. We've shown you the wide shot already, which means that we've got excellent guests joining me, making his, I want to say DR, well, it's definitely your weekend preview debut, and welcome back to DR. It's Bhavs.
Man like Bhavs.
Yeah. Big up, man.
Arsenal!
Is that normal, bro?
This is normal.
That's normal. Okay.
I
appreciate it. I want more of that.
Oh, no, it's about leaving me. They won a game.
Okay, I get it. It's on a high.
Next to him, jubilant after his 3-0 win against Crystal Palace. It's Flex. We'll give him a clap as well.
Also, FCA nominee.
Oh yes, congratulations, bro.
Yeah,
and guess what? I voted for you as well.
I did as well.
And Cecil.
And Cecil, yeah.
Yeah.
Just
Both my guys. Big up to
Vote for everyone
involved.
I didn't see
We're also joined fresh from her Abby summer holiday. It's Abby Summers.
Oh, wow.
Nice to be back,
That was
guys.
nice. Nice transition.
Nice for you to be back as well.
And Matisse is here as well in his Chelsea shirt. Let's give him it's absolutely shame.
3-point collectors.
But it's not 3 points.
No, it's not.
It's
No.
the three.
You're just in the pot for the next round, mate. That's
Third
all it
round collectors.
Listen, we'll take what we can
it's
get.
Probably a little
Happy
bit
to be here.
better. Right, we are here to preview every single game in the Premier League this weekend. But before we go anywhere, remember, this show is brought to you by Fair Play Exchange. It's an app that allows you to place real wonga, because no one carries cash around these days, do they?
True.
Get your cash ready in the app. It's a place where you can bet against your mates without the need for cash. It's all about bragging rights. There is no commission. So when you place a bet against your mates on Fair Play, you take 100% of the winnings. It's free to download. If you bet a tenner, the winner keeps 20 quid. It's very, very simple. It takes 30 seconds to sign up. Download the app now using the link in the description. When registering, enter the promo code DR Sports to join the bet of the day. We've got a very good bet for you later on in the show, so make sure you stick around for that. Because it's tasty, isn't it, Abby?
Always very tasty.
Right? And there might be a few of you that win
I
a
was just
few
is
quid.
Del winning, mate.
Yeah, we're giving
Out of context, I'll tell you that.
Family fortunes. Let's see what you could have won.
supermarket
Proper,
sweethearts,
yeah, 100% game.
Listen,
Roy Walker.
proper stuff. Family fortunes.
You got the script last night to rehearse.
Right, play your mates on the Fair Play Exchange. It's a great place to have fun and win some cash. So make sure you stick around for the interesting bet we've got coming up. Right, what a lineup of games. We're going to go chronological order today. The Saturday Football Show, by the way, is going to be an absolute belter. I don't think we've had 7 games on the Saturday Football Show before, so make sure you watch that. Right, Aston Villa versus Brighton and Hove Albion FC. I'm going to say their full name.
I stopped doing it when they
credit.
stuffed us. I was like, nah, I don't like you no more.
Right. Just went back to the Seagulls.
Yeah, went back to the Seagulls. Yeah.
Villa, their fans weren't happy last night after they lost to Everton. I think they raised the prices of the tickets last night. They gave Everton a whole stand. 4,500 toffees went down to Villa Park last night. Both teams have had a mixed start to the Prem. But Matisse, where do you see this one? Which direction do you see it going in? Because both of these teams can both do damage.
Very familiar with Aston Villa.
Yes. As we know.
Good team. Yeah, mixed start. Obviously battered on the first day out, and then obviously, come and got our points as well. So it wasn't easy, but they got a lot of depth. They got a lot of depth in that team. You see the amount of players they're able to bring back. Jacob Ramsey's come back now a couple games. He's been back in the fold, coming off the bench. He's a very talented player. So Aston Villa under Emery, you can never discount them, regardless of the start. I think they're just starting to get used to that European football as well. They've got to play on the Thursdays. So for me personally, I think, as the season progresses, once those new signings start to click into gear, I actually have them to finish really high up the table because they've got too many good players, in my opinion.
Higher than Chelsea.
No.
Okay.
I mean, that could be another bet that we come to. Don't forget to get involved just before we even reveal the bet. It is 2 goals when registering. That's the code you need. It could be a little hint as to what the bet is as well. When you're looking at...
it's a great game, though.
It is. It is a good game. I'm looking forward to this one. When you're looking at Brighton, Abby, 12:30 kickoff. When I say mixed start, obviously they did lose at home to West Ham. They lost again last night. But you still have to back them, don't you, in any Premier League game. They're no mugs, as we know. But Villa away, tough place to go to. But is this one team that is capable of getting something from there?
Yeah, I think Brighton... I know that you lot don't like Brighton anymore, but I still...
Nah, I'm joking.
Still like Brighton.
Yeah.
Until they beat you.
Yeah, until they beat
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of them. I think what they've done there, what they've built is just pretty incredible, especially when you think after all the upheaval they had last season, especially when you nicked everyone. And you know, it's kind of gone in their it's gone in their favour. I mean, you look at the likes of Mitoma, Pascal Gross, Solly March, Evan Ferguson. You know, their team I think is still so underrated as well. Like just players that have been there. You know, even from when they came up. You know, and they've just been slowly building, and you're now seeing kind of the fruits of the labour with people like that. I think it is a tough game. I really like this game as well. It's quite difficult to call it, but for me, I always back Brighton. Like I always think Brighton have the best. I was surprised at the result last night. Honestly, I really was. Not just saying it for
the chances they missed as well.
The chances they missed. And
we should have had a second goal.
You just wouldn't have expected.
You should have had his red card as well.
VAR wasn't there.
Saved by VAR.
You know
the balance of the game.
I was watching.
The balance.
I was watching.
I didn't watch your game.
Should have been a red card just before
What did they
half-time.
say?
That was 0-0
What
as
did
well.
they say? It swings in roundabouts. That's what they say.
It's called cheats.
Liar.
That's what it's called.
Well, let's come on to Flex. How do you see this game going? Because as Abby said, I think everyone's going to be locked into this one at 12:30.
Yeah, man. I think when the Villa faithful though get behind them, the atmosphere, play on the front foot. Sometimes Brighton as well, for as good as they can be, sometimes they have these games though.
They're like anomalies, aren't they?
Yeah.
Would you not say that was the one off last night?
I would. I actually
They
would.
made a few changes as well, and they could have won as well. But I mean, like where they take a bad loss though, like, do you know what I mean? Just get done on a couple of quick counters, and then all of a sudden the game's gone. But I do think they'll go there, they'll compete well, they'll bounce back from disappointment from you, Matisse. But I think Villa will be looking to bounce back as well. I think it'll be a draw.
It's a tough game to call.
I think that'll be a draw, yeah. And if I was going to choose one to just nick it, I'll probably choose Villa.
Do you know what is with, do you know what is with Villa though?
Interesting.
Obviously against us and against Liverpool as well, they left this really weird high line, and I don't know why they're so
That's how
high up.
they're playing with that,
They're
yeah.
high up the pitch away from home. They're probably, I'm assuming they're going to do the same at Villa Park. They're expected to come out and to attack. They left this really high line, and it was almost naive. And it wasn't like Martinez is this incredible Alisson sweeper keeper. They give away a lot of chances.
Yeah,
so
they do.
if they do that against Brighton with Matoma running in behind,
pay for it, yeah.
they're going to pay.
Sure.
You know. So for me personally, I think there's goals in this game for sure, 100%. We played obviously these two teams the last two fixtures, and we could have won both games. We could have lost both games. Like they're very good teams going forward, but they do give you chances. So yeah, for me, I think it's going to be interesting.
Bavs,
Yes.
interesting game, lunchtime kickoff. How do you see this one going?
It's like these are your rivals, isn't it? So like,
No.
What do you think?
Yeah, Smith Rowe, wasn't that a whole thing?
What's Smith Rowe?
Aston Villa, Smith Rowe,
Bro,
wasn't a whole beef going on
There's
between?
no beef.
No.
Aston Villa. No, these are your rivals. So I'm scouting your rivals for you, just like Pochettino can understand. I think, look, honestly speaking, it'll be high scoring as you said. A draw, I think, it's a bit safe. I think the way he said, as Villa play a high line, how do Brighton want to play? They want to get in behind. So I think the space will be there, and I think it'll be like a high scoring Brighton 3, Villa 2. But it's Villa Park. So but I think Emery will play into their hands. I'm not saying nothing against Emery.
Sound a bit salty towards Emery. Should have given him more time, mate.
I
Should have given him more time, mate.
But I've seen how he plays. You know what I mean? I've got the information, right?
You know, you got the dossier.
He's got the statistics.
Five things we
One
learned.
thing you've learned about Unai Emery in 2023, Babs.
55 things I learned.
Emery presses very high. He
Yeah.
wants to be aggressive, and then that'll play into Brighton's hands. So I think Brighton 3, Villa 2.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm going to go 2-2 on this one. Early kickoffs don't normally give you that kind of end-to-end lung-busting action, but I think actually Brighton don't even care who they're playing, home or away.
No, they play the
they
same
don't.
way.
I think
the
De
same.
Zerbi says, do you think I'm bothered about going to Villa Park?
100%.
With all due respect, on a
Yeah.
12:30 kickoff, we'll go there and win. I think that's his mentality.
He
so
came and kicked us up. Calm.
Oh, yeah.
Not-
Like
that's
Old
not hard,
Trafford.
is it,
So if
really?
you doing that
twice
hard, though.
in a
It's
row.
not hard.
What's the harder game?
It's not hard though. Yeah, it's not hard. Listen to all you lot. Look at this.
What's the
I love
harder
it.
game?
I
Villa,
love all this.
Villa Park or United?
That's a violation. I can't be honest.
I can't lie, it's close.
Well, we only lost one
Very
game all
close.
year at
Who
home,
to?
and we
To-
beat
to Brighton.
Thank you.
Brighton.
exactly.
To
So
Brighton.
we're talking about. I'm talking about all your teams
Yeah, but, like,
who we
what- I'm
stuffed
just asking
at Old Trafford.
I'm
Every
asking
single one of you.
a general question.
5-0,
What is the
bro.
tougher
Do we-
game?
No,
Do-
last year
okay,
we
so-
beat you at Old Trafford.
2-1.
The
Beat
way
you at Old Trafford.
Yeah,
with
but
the way-
Beat
hold
you
on,
at
don't
hold
go
on.
by us last year.
Flex, I'm coming to your
Don't
defense.
talk about.
I'm coming to your defense.
None of you
Coming
lot
to your
here.
defense.
Don't talk about coming to Old Trafford because all last season you lot all came and
I'm
took
coming to your defense.
L's.
The way that Villa play
Yeah.
is more open than United at times. If United know they need to park it, they will, and that makes them more difficult.
I'm
It
looking for
was a
anyway.
simple question.
We're not
What's
talking
the
about
harder place
Manchester
to go?
United. We're talking about.
You lot made it about United, not
And
me.
bro, I did.
I'm a man of
That was
my
Abby.
business.
She's
But
on
if you
smoke.
come from my team, yeah.
All right.
Do you know what? Because I said to him
We'll
before
come
the show,
again
I
and
said
again.
I'm always really nice to you. Like, I never cook you.
Yeah.
So I'm going 2-2.
And you still can't. There's nothing to cook.
Score prediction. Round the table quickly.
I'm gonna go 2-2. I think.
going-
No,
okay.
actually, no. I'm gonna go 2-1 Brighton. Let
2-1
me get off.
I
Away
was
win.
matching that.
2-1 Brighton,
Yeah.
2-2.
2-1 Villa.
3-2 Brighton.
See, I like that score. I like that score the
Logical.
most.
What's your score?
2-2.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
going 2-2. I think someone could nick it as well. Just before we get into the next game, let's jump into the super chats out of nowhere.
Jeez.
Out of nowhere. Man like John James has just sent us £100. So big up to him.
Big up,
the
John.
Right, that's a
panel.
round
Yeah.
of applause, by the way. £100 super chat. Wow.
And he's a Man United fan as
More of
well.
them.
Oh, yes, James.
But if you do have a tenner spare, James, don't forget, sign up to use 2 goals when registering, and we'll give you that bet that we're all getting involved
Big
in
up,
very
James.
soon. Ishak says, Matisse, let's go, bro. We won a game.
Woo!
Come on, you Blues.
You're back.
UTC. Up the Chelsea.
One
I think
again.
that
Boy,
means.
month,
Goal.
By the way, when Chelsea fans are replying to Brighton fans on Twitter saying, how many European trophies have you won? That's when you know you're mudded. So, Tom, I'm on to you, brother. I saw you on
Don't
Twitter
you guys
this
do
morning.
that?
No,
Yeah,
we're
just
way
about to
above
say that. Sounds like something
pretty
you
sure
say.
when-
Quite a
to
little
Brighton.
bit.
When
No,
yeah,
just
no,
to
but
anyone.
just in
Just when you
general.
know.
Just to anyone
Hold
who
on a
tries to cuss
second.
you.
Hold on a second.
Anyone who you see.
Anyone
When-
who does,
when-
we've got the most.
When Liverpool were in
That's what I
their
mean.
It's a
So-
non-stop.
when Liverpool were in their down period, Roy Hodgson with Paul Konchesky at left back,
We had
I know
five at
you
that
were
point.
flinging your Champions Leagues
What, when I was
around
14,
on Twitter.
bro? Relax,
Yeah,
man.
100%. Don't
Relax.
pretend like you've
He
always been at the
definitely had
top.
that
I've
energy.
seen
Of
Liverpool.
Of course we haven't, and
Yeah,
we're still
so
not at the top.
you
what-
sling the mud
but
as
you're
well.
missing the point when Chelsea fans are saying, "Well, how many Champions League?" That's like what something Ty would say.
Well, it wasn't me.
Big up, Ty. That's my guy.
wasn't me.
Shout out to Darren Walker. Nice to see Matisse back. A shame he wasn't there on Monday. Yeah,
It was.
we did have Sophie here
It was a shame.
holding the. The wave.
Why
of
weren't you
abuse,
here on Monday?
But you weren't here.
Listen,
he had. We know where he was, but let's not give another channel shout outs for free. Do you know what I mean?
Sometimes you gotta have therapeutic sessions. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was a rough day for me. Like, how many
Yeah.
more
Yeah, but
hours
you've
you
had
got
a lot of rough days.
Yeah.
You got Fuad coming in
should be immune to it, bro.
substituting.
You turn up all the time.
You've had hold on a second. Hold on. You had Fuad substituting. You got Doyle.
Once.
Have a KG sometime maybe. You know what I'm saying?
the odd time.
Robbie, like, you know what I'm saying? How many licks do you want me to take?
He's losing his breath.
How many licks do you want me to take?
It's all mad.
Every time, like, come on, man.
I'm always here after a loss.
Was ready.
He was there
Ready
after
to watch
7-0.
it.
90 minutes, week in, week out.
Big up to LJ Brown. Unlucky last night in Buemo flex. He seems to think you look like Buemo.
You couldn't look less like him.
That's
We're just saying all brothers look the same then? Is that one of them ones?
LJ Brown. Be careful, sir.
Actually, I know that account, LJ.
Yeah,
Big
he's
up
always
LJ.
sending his
Yeah, I know
super
LJ
chats.
Brown.
He's
Yeah.
always
Wemo,
sending
bro.
it. Let's get a picture up.
Yeah, come on.
We'll decide ourselves. Whilst we do that,
an E.
AFC Bournemouth play Arsenal at the Vitality. 3 o'clock on Saturday. We'll come to Bhavs first. Thoughts on this one? A must-win, really, isn't it?
Yeah, it should be light work, to be honest. It's true. It's like, come on. If
We
we're
lost there last year.
Yeah,
Doesn't look anything.
yeah, that's a bit mad.
That's mad,
isn't it?
I don't see. That's like Lacazette.
You look more like him than I do.
Hey, it's starting, bro. They're gonna put like durags on him and stuff.
Nothing
They're gonna start to me.
No, I'm not getting on board with that one.
Nah,
Sorry.
okay.
Nah,
Sorry.
Mbemmo's not it.
Yeah, I think it should be light work. When you're playing Bournemouth,
Should be, yeah.
Bournemouth away. I know you guys lost it last season, but like Liverpool were weird last season. It was a bit bipolar.
missed a pen there.
What happened before that game?
No,
though?
we did.
What was the score before the Bournemouth?
7-0 against
Oh, yeah,
United.
that was nice. It was a nice day.
Big up.
So you're trying to. So what's going on here? Oh, well,
getting the host of
hi,
the side,
Alex.
that's
Before I get here, just gonna make sure at around 12.
Listen, when the ref,
Oh,
when you're
one.
playing
I'm going
away,
to say
you're getting
this,
close
then
to
you
the ref.
respond back to that. Is this the script here, lads? Is this
No.
But yeah,
No, he knows
under a bit
the
of pressure,
drill.
though, aren't you?
He's watched the show before.
I don't see it, man. We're unbeaten. We haven't lost a single game all season. I mean, you know what losses are like. So you give me some experience.
At Bournemouth, they've lost.
At Bournemouth, you lost to Bournemouth.
Yeah.
We're having our
Really? You
Arsenal
guys are really
period
bad,
right
aren't
now.
you?
We're having our banter.
Well, no, it's 0-0.
This is your banter. What was
0-0.
last year?
We're
then?
learning from you lot.
What was
You know
last year
I'm saying?
then? If this is your banter, what was last year then? That was just like a
Our
trial.
era is
That was the
hopefully gonna be 2
pre-banter
years.
era.
Yours was
Free
about
trials
10,
time.
so you know
Oh.
we got to distinguish here.
Go on, say,
It's
go on,
not-
this,
I'm-
go on,
I'm-
do the European, just chuck it in. Just chuck it in.
He wants to.
You may as
I
well.
need to do that. Baz, what's behind you?
I can't look behind me. My neck hurts. Innit? You know what I mean? But yeah. Listen, I think it should be an Arsenal win. It should be a comfortable Arsenal win as well. Score some goals, get some good performances. Last year, don't forget, we went to Bournemouth and smashed them at 3-0, which is like a good little statement performance. Players are returning, I think, as well. I think Martinelli's back. Trossard might be back. Rice might be available as well.
Raya will be back in sticks.
Well, that's
Number one.
What's wrong with that?
Yeah, I'm just saying he'll be back in.
Yeah, he will probably be. Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
Nice to see.
I actually agree with everything Babs has said there. I think this is a 3-0 all over.
Yeah.
If I'm honest, this
Yeah.
one.
Should be.
I mean, Rice and Odegaard going to play this weekend, or
Odegaard play. Odegaard
did he?
injured.
Was he in the Northampton derby? I didn't see him.
Oh.
Cool down, man.
Because even I went, bro, I said in my head, I was like,
He played.
it's only Rice who's
You know what
injured.
she's been doing? She's been charging the battery, and now she's back.
Bro, didn't even go
Got a
games
bit of
last year.
vitamin D. She's getting all this
Did
confidence.
not even set foot in the stadium last year.
In my
And now
protest
look.
era. That was my protest era. Protest era.
With all the smoke.
Listen,
It's a preview, it's not even a review
Monday's
show.
Trust me.
I missed Monday's show.
The game's not
I
even
thought I
started.
saw Robbie's ducked out.
Oh,
You're gassed because you've had one win.
yeah, I will. Damn right. I got a goal as well.
Don't look at
Don't
me
want to
and
brag,
say shit, 'cause
but I
I'll
got a
see
goal
you
this
Saturday,
month.
mate.
You know what I
Okay.
mean? Damn right. I'm gonna.
Look,
Back to Bavs.
Last night was good, though. Who'd you play last night, by the way?
Oh no, we're chilling.
Oh, that's a
We're
good
at one-
comeback.
we're-
I rate
Go on,
that
say what you
one.
said to me on
I
camera.
rate
Go
that
on,
one.
say it.
We got big
You're
fish to
chilling.
fry.
That's what she said.
Fish to fry. What are you frying?
Fish to fry.
You sure the fryer's working, though?
It's working. It's on.
You're still
Air fryer
celebrating
and
that.
that.
How was the win against Arsenal, by the way?
Yeah, good. That honestly, that
It was a lovely win, wasn't it?
Hang on, this is still the NLD review. Like, let's focus on our games.
You got to get
Yeah,
out of this
I
system.
think.
This
versus
has
the
come
Gunners.
in peace.
Yeah, look, it depends on who we start and stuff, but yeah, it should be a comfortable win. I want a performance and, get back towards the title charge.
If you drop points though,
We won't.
okay.
Oh, that's on receipts.
Okay.
We got
Don't
that now.
manifest no bad energy over here. Get out your side.
Prediction.
Give that juju over there, son.
AFC Bournemouth 0, Arsenal 3.
3.
Yeah.
I'll go 3-1 Arsenal.
I'll go 1-1.
1-0. Let me tell you something. We've not considered a single away.
Welcome to the show.
We got one dodgy stats person as well. So
Here we go.
Stats are you,
Here we go.
We need to check them all.
I'm not
Bring them
sure,
stats.
Let's check them all, right?
I'm just saying, I heard
Yo, he's
something
the
last
stats guy,
night.
you know.
Oh, he heard.
He's the stats guy. Well, I've not
From
seen
me.
it, right?
You heard it from me.
Yeah, what's the source?
Round the corner.
Arsenal not conceded a single away goal all season.
Okay.
So, like, when you
First
say
time for
1-1,
Yeah, first time for everything.
first time.
Yeah, but I'm still giving you the win. Have we done all predictions? Are we,
Yeah,
can we
yeah,
move
I'm
on?
going to give Arsenal a comfortable 3-0 win.
Piano's out.
Easy win. Easy win.
Rocket Man.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Easy win. You have your stats, I have my piano, man. Everybody's got something.
You've got your piano, man. Big up. Right, Everton versus Luton Town. I guess last week you could say this was a relegation scrap battle, but Everton have turned it
Everton,
around.
they've heard you, bro.
They have.
You're always out every week wanting them to lose, wanting them to
have.
get
Yeah.
out the league, all this
Yeah,
stuff.
man. Listen,
Listen, mate,
two
back-to-back
big
wins
away
for the Toffees.
Brentford.
In difficult games as well.
And Villa away.
And they're going to
Massive
slap
wins.
Luton as well.
Let's jump into this one because
2-0.
Yeah.
Luton lost
Yeah.
to in the League Cup. Who did they lose to?
They played.
No,
No,
they
they
weren't in the
played.
League
They
Cup.
didn't
No, they lost 1-0
Did they?
to like
They played?
Carlisle or someone.
Carlisle.
Did they?
Someone give me the answer.
Oh, I don't
they
know.
definitely lost
Didn't know.
1-0 on Tuesday night.
Is that another one?
Oh my word.
No way.
Jeez.
We
Anyway.
We are cake today,
Bruh,
guys.
man like John James, hella money. Come
Hella
Cop TV one time.
I knew he was going to say that.
He's a United
I
fan.
knew he was going to
He's a
say that.
United fan,
He's a
mate.
United fan.
Get a live one. We'll do a live one. Everton versus Luton. The Toffees will be a bit buoyant though after these 2 wins in a row. They've scored goals. They've been looking dangerous on the break as well. If you're Luton, are you almost dreading this trip? Which I wouldn't have said maybe 2 weeks ago.
No, you shouldn't. Luton, if they're dreading this trip, then they need to evacuate.
Yeah.
Like, it's like... Evacuate the building. What do you mean
Evacuate
you're
the
dreading?
league.
It's Everton away. Like, they're also in a relegation scrap. They will not be going anywhere. They are going to be in that
Don't go
scrap.
anywhere.
Don't go anywhere.
Don't go anywhere.
Everton will be in that scrap, regardless of
But
what they're doing.
if you are
So-
Everton, you're saying this is the perfect
It's a-
game.
it's-
After 2
yeah.
really tough games.
It's made for
This
you
is
With
the type of
respect.
game-
Boost that morale.
It's a must win
Type
for
of game they
both.
have to win.
It's
Yeah.
yeah, it's a must win for both.
But these are the type of games they've got to be picking up points with.
100%.
They'll have that confidence from the last 2 as well.
It's a 6-pointer.
But I still, they're. Oh no, look at
Do you know what? If Everton win this one, they could go above Chelsea.
That's
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
So
Pressure on Monday night in the West London derby.
Hang on though. If Luton win, they're 1 point behind Chelsea. What is
so these are
that?
his rivals, isn't it?
Yeah.
Wow.
So he's saying 6
Wow.
You've been watching his game.
Remember
Find the streams and find a way to watch his
So
game.
flex.
This is like
Remember when you bought
Bring
them
that
and
over.
you thought you were back?
Bring that trophy.
Come on.
Yeah, I want the
Don't do
Champions
that.
League.
I
over.
can't
He
read.
doesn't deserve
Bring
it.
it
He
over.
doesn't
No,
deserve
no,
it.
you don't.
That's shameless.
No,
though, man.
that's
Shameless.
shameless.
They're correct.
That's
is there 3
mad,
points
though.
in there as well for your team or something?
Brother.
No, that's genuinely mad because
See
you're
that over there?
21
My
points
life is
in the next
complete.
7 games.
Nothing can- nothing can hurt
But
me
anyway,
now.
we're not even previewing the
But your
Chelsea
actual
game, to be
relegation
fair.
rivals are going to catch you up.
No.
That's mad.
Let's jump back onto Everton Luton
mad.
though, because
Really mad.
the goal scorers that maybe haven't been scoring the goals for Everton, the Calvert-Lewins, the I can chuck Garners in
He
there.
scored 2 in 2
They're
games,
scoring.
yeah.
So
Yeah,
all of
yeah.
a sudden, the goal scorers are
Yeah.
goal scoring again. But do you fear for Luton in this one, Abby?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's safe to say that Luton quite possibly could match Derby for the worst ever.
What was it, 11 points, was it?
I think it was 11, yeah.
One win against Newcastle at home.
Yeah.
At
But
Pride
the
Park.
thing is,
Kenny
they
Miller
will get a result. It can be a fluke one that they'll pick up along the way because it always happens. But like I said, this type of game, both teams have to win it.
Yeah.
These are the type of battles that if Luton are going to have any chance of staying up, you've got to beat the people that are in and around you. And Everton are one of those teams. But I do think it's a tough place to go anyway, Goodison, regardless of the day.
Just visually.
Yeah.
You're nasty.
That is true.
Nasty.
Though. Goodison Park as well.
But it's and I think
got, like,
once the crowd's behind them,
That's what I meant.
two wins. Once the crowd's behind them, it can turn into a bit of a fortress type place.
Yeah.
So.
Sean Dyche as well.
Yeah,
bread and butter.
the energy
They're
will
massively
definitely be
enough.
better from whatever's happened in the last kind of week or so with the
Yeah.
Because of that as well. The place will be buzzing. They'll be up. They'll be going. I tell you
Gives
what.
them that little bit
Do you
of-
know
3
what?
o'clock kickoff.
To go away, let's put things into perspective for Everton, because really, let's be honest, the first few games of the season before these two kind of shock away wins, I know one's in the Carabao Cup, but they're kind of in free fall. We're like, listen, they're conceding goals, they cannot score, they play awful football. What was it, the Arsenal game?
Yeah, that was
like,
Arsenal.
that was almost like how Palace were, like that third Palace team that we played in the Carabao Cup, just no even intent of even trying to put a nose out of joint, anything. So that's where they were. So the Everton fans, after 2 good results on the road, where no one expects them to do that at Brentford.
They got to get behind the team.
And again, they will be up for it.
Yeah, yeah.
2 wins on the bounce, and they know to make it 3 on the bounce now, but more importantly, 2 in the league against someone in around them. The place is going to be rocking. And I
Almost
think
6 points, isn't it?
I think they dust Luton down.
Score prediction?
I'm not sure, because the last 2 games was Brentford and Villa. They weren't the favourites in those games. They weren't expected to win them either. So they kind of caught them out of surprise. Luton might be the same for Everton. So I'm thinking maybe a draw here. I don't think it'll be
Against
3
the
wins in
grain.
a row for Everton. That's massive.
I don't know the last time that happened.
Yeah, so
if I'm honest.
I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at the draw.
yeah, I'm thinking 1-1.
All right, I'm going to go 3-1 Everton.
Don't know if it'd be high. Okay. Still a 2-goal deficit, I suppose. I'm going
you
2-0.
just
I'm
said
saying
they'll mash
2-0.
them up.
Yeah, but like not with like a lot of goals, but just an overall performance and then comfortable win. I just think 2-0 because Everton don't score loads, do they? I know the 3-1 against Brentford,
Yeah, they
but
don't.
I just I think a comfortable 2-0. Luton just
It won't be
they'll huff
comfortable.
and puff, but the quality
won't be
just ain't there. The quality's not there. Missed a lot of chances.
Luton make a lot of chances though. Even the game before that, they missed a lot of chances.
Can't score.
Carlton Morris pinged one off the bar in the last game as well. By the way, big up the chat. It was Exeter who Luton lost to in the cup.
okay.
It wasn't Lincoln or Carlisle. Score prediction quickly.
Part of me is going 2-0, but I think maybe 1-0 Everton. Yeah.
I'm going to go 2-0 Everton.
2-0. Yeah, people agreeing with you in the comments there. Let's jump back into the super chats. Another one from John James. United View showed love when I was very ill, so thank you, Flex and crew. One love.
Yes, yeah, I do
That's
remember.
£200.
I do remember that, John James.
Can
Yeah.
we split this, or is it
Yeah,
straight
we-
upstairs?
yeah.
Big up.
No, but big up to John James. That is a massive show of appreciation that we really appreciate, and big up
Yeah.
to Flex
Love
and
that.
KG as well.
man.
Vinesh, can't wait to smash these lot at the Emirates on the 8th. Let us know what team you support. Juice Sauce, Arsenal fan here.
I'm guessing.
Wouldn't be surprised if we get a draw at Bournemouth. We've not been our best this season. This is the kind of game where we mess up a bit.
Looking at me
I
like
saw
that,
your
man.
tweet the other day actually, where
Yeah.
because you was basically saying like people just calm down. Why
Yeah,
are people
calm
going
down,
so? Like just to bring to light, because this Arsenal fan saying now, I wouldn't
Yeah.
be
It's a
surprised.
good comment.
Bit of pessimism from some in the fan base of
Yeah.
Arsenal. What are you saying to them?
I can see why, because last year no one expected us to be good, and now it's different. People expect us to be good, so then fans are like they want high performances, high goals.
Every game.
We've won 5 or 6 wins this game, all season. Sorry, that's a lot of wins. A lot of wins. But yeah, listen, ultimately speaking, I can see why fans are pessimistic, but I'm not too worried because I think we're still learning about the team. And realistically, this is not really when you want to win a title. It's probably towards the end of the season. So we just got to stay in range now. And then a massive game after this, Bournemouth is
that's the one,
City at home. No Rodri, no De Bruyne. Got to win that game as well.
Next up, a repeat of
You beat them
the
anyway, so I don't know
game-
why you're like...
Yeah, we always
Yeah,
beat City.
either way.
Yeah, they do, especially at home. A repeat of the Carabao Cup game the other night, Manchester United, Crystal Palace. Obviously it was a 3-0 demolition, but were you impressed, or did you see anything from Palace that you thought maybe that could change on Saturday?
Yeah, it won't. I was really disappointed in Palace and a little bit relieved because when you're trying to build confidence again and every result matters to trying to turn the momentum. you know, some games can be banana skins, and I thought we'd win. But when I saw the Palace team sheet, but not just the team sheet, their application or lack of, just sitting off us, letting us have the ball, it ended up being pretty much a training exercise for us. But on the flip side of that, if your confidence is low and you're not quite at it, you can play someone who's not very good and still not do your jobs properly. But we did do our jobs properly. What did I see? I saw Amrabat in his first game. Obviously, can't get too carried away because of the quality of the opposition in that one game. But like we said in the World Cup, I know what type of player he is and I know what he can offer us. So that was really good to see him play well. Casemiro was excellent. Mason Mount had a really good half as well. Obviously, the online fans in this, and I'm going to sound a bit old school here, but everyone wants to do the 007 thing, that whole thing. So that just got put to bed. He got an assist, so that can't happen to him. No, I'm saying that's what it is online. Everyone was like, the 007 thing, but I'm like, I don't really care. Like, it's not that. Like, he's going to be alright.
You sound like you do care.
He's going to be alright. Like, it's just it's just 007 thing always happens. It's just a bit.
Is it Sancho,
Mudryk, whoever.
Now Mudryk got an assist, didn't he? I'm pretty sure.
No, he got 00 whatever.
In his 14th game or something.
He ain't scored yet, but like, has he scored for Chelsea?
I'm not sure
a single
if he's
goal.
got an assist.
100 mil. So.
Some.
No, I know. No, because their fans were gassing off for one assist. It was against Leicester.
He knows exactly what's happening.
It was against Leicester as well.
But basically, my point is that whole 00 thing, I don't really. That's just a bit silly.
Right,
but yes, Palace. It's going to be harder though. They, you know, I don't know why it's at Old Trafford. But the two centre halves, if you're looking at Gay and Anderson, they'll come back in. They didn't play
strong,
which was ridiculous.
Gay came on.
He came on, but yeah, your boy Rob Holden dead. Eze didn't start. As soon as he came on, created 2 chances straight away.
Impressive, wasn't it?
He is dead though. I'm not gonna lie. That whole performance was
used to be.
Yeah, Eze came on and then created 2 chances straight away, even though that Palace were dead. So he's going to start. So it'll be harder, but I'm expecting us to still win. We've got a favourable run of games right now, so I'm going to say 2-0 Man United.
2-0.
Yeah, it won't be extravagant, but
yeah, you'll win that game. I will say one thing is I've seen some of your fans by the way, say like post that Palace game, no Bruno, no Rashford, and you're playing more, and you're playing more fluid. Your team's pressing better as well. What do you think of that?
Yeah, I did see that. It's easy to do that when as soon as you make some changes and then the team plays against someone of Palace's a
rotating
level,
Palace as well.
A rotating Palace, and now all of a sudden Bruno should never play again and Rashford should never play again. But the criticisms on those players, especially Rashford, in terms of his decision making, how we keep the ball, it's valid. Like in the big games, like when it matters. But I ain't about to, after one game against Palace, be like, no Bruno, no Rashford.
It's a tough game to take conclusions because that Palace team, they didn't even play their strongest team. Like, there was no Eze.
And we've seen with Garnacho when he started in like a lot of big Premier League games as well, he struggled. So let's not do that whole he's now better.
Are you really going to play Garnacho ahead of Rashford? It's like
but
probably
I think
not.
What your fans are saying is he more suited to what Ten Hag wants?
It depends.
Because Rashford's a bit of his own player sometimes, isn't he?
Yeah, look, Rashford's got a lot to do in terms of like off the ball consistency as well. I don't see that from him. I keep seeing like this. Do you know what I mean? At any moment he's capable of doing something because he's got great ability. Like look when he comes to the Emirates, he scores great goals. But then, I'm just saying. That's the last goal he scored. I ain't seen him since then. Do you know what I mean? So, do you know what I mean?
There you go. Score predictions all around the table. I'll go with 2-1 United.
I'm going to go 3-1 United.
I'm going to go, 3-1 as well.
1-0 United.
1-0. Okay. Interesting. Let us know what you think in the comments to that one. Let's move on. Another United. Newcastle United at home versus Burnley.
Come on.
Eddie Howe versus Vincent Kompany. Newcastle buzzing after their win last night against City, which kind of breaks a hoodoo that they had over them. But Burnley, as we know, have started awfully. Not many tougher places to go if you're Burnley right now than Newcastle.
Finished.
Do you think this could be
finished? They are finished. First 20 minutes at that stadium, long day.
Do you think this could be another like 8?
I'm not going to say 8 because what they did to Sheffield United was nasty.
That type of.
Do you know what's so funny?
You can't roll your eyes. They literally did it 5 days ago.
Do you know what's so funny, right? Me included, we was all like, really? Did Newcastle needed to be live again? 4:30, 5:30, whatever it was.
They keep forcing us to watch.
We had Arsenal, Tottenham, Chelsea versus Villa, Liverpool versus West Ham. Come on, share the love. Give someone else the TV money. No, bang, 8-0. Shut up.
There's value for money right there.
Shut up, your mouth. That's what it was. It was insane. So what they did there was a demolition, and it was like ruthless. And if they have that mindset again going into this game, then because remember, Company likes to play the game, and
they do play. From when I went there the other week, you could see that it's I'm like, right, this is Burnley.
He might get sacked.
Do you know what I mean? Yeah,
he might.
He's got to change something.
He has to stop doing that because it's not gonna. He hasn't got the quality to play that style of football and stay up. The best team I saw come up and try it was Swansea. And then I've also seen Blackpool. Yeah, I've seen Blackpool come up and play this little tangerine free.
DJ Campbell front.
Yeah, they went down, but at least it was
Charlie Adams and that.
Yeah. They had a good time. I think they beat us.
Bournemouth have done it as well. I think Bournemouth came up playing good football, but like most times it's not going to work for you, and I don't think they got the quality to do it.
But then it doesn't. But like it doesn't really work if you go back to what they had before.
Sean Dyche comes in.
Yes, they stayed up, but like everyone knew what Burnley. They didn't have much to offer. It's like there needs to be a way, and I fully like managers that keep their philosophy. I've got a manager that keeps their philosophy, doesn't change it, but at the same time, obviously they're newly promoted. Is it all about just what?
How many games has he played? Has been there 6, 7?
6.
Well, you ain't got a big sample size. You don't know if he keeps his philosophy. You don't know.
He does keep his philosophy. Look at Celtic.
Yeah, but at Tottenham,
what's your training, mate? Training, you see it, mate.
You don't know. It's only a few games. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. You don't know yet.
He's got a point though.
Why? The sample size that you're seeing. Look at him at Celtic. Always stuck to his philosophy. Always.
I'm the training, mate. I play the same way every day. If you don't like it, come down, mate. I'll show you what's good, mate.
Sample size shows he doesn't defer from it. Okay. He doesn't. But with Burnley,
I just want to see the next 6.
What are they meant to do? Yeah, let's see the next 6, shall we? Hold that 2-0, yeah? Hold that.
You weren't even in the country for the 2-0. You didn't even see it.
I was on my way
back.
back.
Prickly.
Some friendly advice. We're previewing another game that you're involved with, so just...
Yeah, you and I are happy. We're good.
Yeah. So anyway, score predictions. Newcastle
Don't ever come for Ange.
Burnley. How are we feeling about this one?
Annoyed.
It's not even your game. Honestly. 4-0. 4-0 Newcastle. I'm going to go 4-1 Newcastle.
This is all over you.
5-0 to Newcastle.
5-0?
Yeah.
Are we all chatting rubbish here?
No, that's a bit rude if I say that. But I think what I'm saying here is, like, was it last year Newcastle had games at home like this and they kind of like draw, or they would like have a lot of chances.
5-0 in a row at one point.
Yeah, that's what it was. So I could see this being like a bit of a not difficult game, but one they miss a lot of chances in because they done it last year as well. But I go 2-0, not 5. That's
disrespectful.
Yes, respect Burnley, bro.
They got 1 point. I don't know.
They're a good team, Burnley, so I know they haven't like won.
That's the problem, though. That's the problem.
Like,
I think the teams that you're talking about, they park the bus, and like Newcastle would struggle to like break that.
Yeah.
If you're going to play open, you're going to have this tick for tack, and it's like it's going to be all open. Then.
But he's going to change it at one point because he's not winning games.
Is it going to be this game? Yeah, maybe. He has to. He does have to respect. Yeah, he does. Maybe if he does that, then yeah.
Have you gone?
3-0.
3-0. Let us know what you think to that one in the comments. West Ham, another United. West Ham United versus another United. Sheffield United. 3 o'clock. This game, in terms of the past, it's thrown up some classic controversial moments. Do you remember the whole Neil Warnock having a complaint lodged at the FA because West Ham were allowed to buy Tevez and Mascherano, kept them?
Oh, was it him who snitched at the beginning?
Yeah, big up Neil Warnock, man. One of the best characters in the game. But yeah, West Ham versus Sheffield United at the London Stadium. Do you know what? I'm going to stick up for Sheffield United a little bit here because if you actually look at their results, put the 8-0 aside, they've lost every game by 1 goal. Or they've drawn, and that was against Everton. So I just feel like pretty much similar to Burnley. Their luck will have to come at some point. I think they should stick with the manager, but you just need when you're Burnley or Sheffield, you're down there, you're Luton, you need that bit of luck just to get the ball rolling. Let's get a win under our belt and then build off from there. But at the minute, West Ham, very difficult place to go to as well. Very
difficult place to go to. Excuse me. And West Ham, the losses that they've had have been like, against City they played well. Liverpool, they actually played well.
Should have been 2-0 up.
Do you know what I mean? Yeah. So they've got no complaints. They've lost against like 2 good teams, but they've been in them games similarly as well. Yeah. But also they've got other results, which is why they're doing quite well this season. Yeah. I think for Sheffield United, though, you're right, because they were like really in them games. Nearly got a big draw against City.
Yeah.
But after an 8-0 though,
how'd you bounce back?
pick yourself up.
I think that could hurt them a little bit. Like I don't know what their reaction's going to be like in terms of, like you said, being able to pick themselves up and give a good enough account of themselves, go into the London Stadium as well. So I actually think it'll be a comfortable afternoon for West Ham. 2-0.
They've got a lot of quality, man. West Ham.
Yeah.
You look at Kudus. Sometimes he doesn't even start. They've got Ben Rama, Paqueta. What a player!
And he's playing like he didn't get that move to City.
What a performance!
So you know what?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna make sure that my levels are high, so they come back in January.
So they come back. Yeah. He wants to go.
Paqueta received a standing ovation from the Kop on,
and that never happens.
It has happened in the past. I've seen it.
Which players?
Wayne Rooney, I think.
There was one a couple years ago. I said, "Wow, what
surely
a
Arshavin.
performance."
I think when one man scored.
Arshavin with a 4.
Yeah, surely.
When he scored the bicycle kick.
No, I was that one. Who was it? Maybe it was a Champions League.
It would have
game.
been a foreign game, probably. Surely,
it was a Champions League, and we all were just like, it was Benzema actually when they beat us 5-2. I stood there. That's one of the best striker performances I've seen.
We did it to Ronaldo when he come Old Trafford
in 03.
Yeah,
I remember.
Got a hat-trick,
but yeah, Paqueta on fire. I'll go 4-1 West Ham. I'm sorry.
Nah.
Blades fans, 4-1.
Nah, they can't concede 8 and 4 the next game after that.
They
they're not Chelsea.
and they might.
They can.
Nah.
Would you back them to pick themselves up?
Well,
He's always a shock every weekend. I'm not saying
I'm saying this is the shot.
this
that would
might
be a
the
shock.
Who are you playing?
Oh.
I'm just like double checking all the teams, innit?
We'll get to Sunday.
Okay,
They've
so
got,
That's not on the weekend.
the shock
It's not on the
will be that
weekend.
If they win, it's a shock.
It's not on the weekend. It's on Monday. Leave us out of this.
These guys.
It's the weekend preview.
But look,
Not the next week.
it's the weekend. You're right.
We could talk about the game on Monday.
It will be closer. It won't be a
You're
4.
not
I'll give them some pride. I'll say 2 on West Ham.
Okay.
2-0 West Ham.
Yeah, 2-0. I think it's right.
2-0 West Ham. As I said, this video is brought to you by Fair Play Exchange. We're going to get into the bet now. I know you've all been patiently waiting for us to reveal what the code 2 goals actually means. So, Abby's made a little bit of a bet, and we're going to see if we agree. Again, let us know at home if you agree, and if you don't, go and beat her. Download the app and go against her. But, do you want to read it out or shall I?
Go on, you can
I'll
see
read it
better
out.
than me, go on.
It's madness, isn't it? So, viewers at home, you can bet against Abby because she thinks that Tottenham will beat Liverpool by 2 clear goals.
Oh, relax. 2 clear goals as well. You can't just say we'll win. You got to do 2 goals.
You can't just do will
Ange
win.
has done.
What? So
You
they.
can't do you'll win on a bet. You've got to say it with your
So
chest.
we can go and get. I'm having
Yeah, you
that.
can go against
I'm having that.
This is
Back
what Ange
against
has
that,
done.
because they could win. They could win 1-0 or 2-1 because it'll be close. I don't think
It
they
should
win by
be close.
2 goals.
And
if they did win.
I'd assume Liverpool will get their fair share of goals as well. They've been in a really good goal scoring run. So unless Tottenham are going to get like 5 goals, they're not going to win by 2 goals.
Why? Why
Because
can't we
Liverpool
win
are
by-
minimum going to score 2 goals.
Why?
So unless you're going to score 4,
That?
Are you saying why won't you
Why?
score 5 against
You
Liverpool?
conceded-
No. I'm saying no. Whoa. No. Didn't say that. Why can't it be 3-1? That's what I'm going for. 3-1 Spurs win. There you go. 2
90
Do you
minutes.
actually believe that? Like,
Yeah.
Do you
90 minutes, you think you're going to be able to keep
I
them?
don't think
Of course he doesn't believe it. He's operating on cloud 9 because Ange's doing a little,
Listen,
he run
sometimes
around.
you've got to say it. You just
That's
have
high
to back
water
your
bottle over
team.
there.
Yeah. Back your team. To be honest,
Hey,
I mean,
you.
are we previewing our game
Hey,
now?
vodka.
Are we doing
Yeah.
our
Oh, listen. Just before we do get into the full preview, to go and beat Abby and win some money, bet against her. It takes 30 seconds to sign up. Use the link
Sign
in the
up.
description to download the Fair Play Exchange app. Remember to type in 2 goals just to get it in your brain what she actually thinks. 2 goals is the sign-up code, and create a bet against your mates and win some dough. And it's 100% you keep
I'll
off the
happily
winnings
take
as
your
I was going
well.
to say, you're going to take me
I'm
on it?
happily
definitely
take your
taking
money.
it. And
Take it,
also,
Easy one.
just
Take
a
it.
little sweetener, if that deal wasn't good enough, if you do that, which is, pretty much a cert that you're going to win, you will also automatically be entered into a draw to win a signed Lionel Messi shirt.
Or Robbie Lyle. Or Robbie Lyle shirt. Sign Robbie
Nah,
Lyle.
no one wants that. And you will take home, you could be in a chance of taking home Lionel Messi's Qatar 2022 World Cup shirt. So if this crazy woman didn't give you enough of a reason to make a bet, you can also win a Messi shirt if you're lucky as well. Let's dive into this one then. Tottenham Hotspur versus Liverpool. I was on We Are Tottenham TV yesterday. They were saying this fixture is totally cursed for them. You never win. No win against Liverpool since October 2017.
Oh,
You can check that.
For Ange,
Wow,
innit?
you can
It's
check that.
and if they win, if they win, yeah, he's lifted the hoodoo.
you know what? I need
We've
someone to win
beat
this game.
Liverpool. We didn't lose against
We're doing a
Arsenal.
watch-along for this,
No
by the
draw.
way.
Ange is the most.
gonna be
he's gonna
brilliant.
get a statue.
Can't be
He's
doing a
gonna get
draw.
statue if they win.
I need jeopardy here. We can't be doing a draw.
gonna
On
be
Monday,
barbecues up
somebody
and down
needs
the
to come in
country,
here
mate.
humbled. I
Yeah.
don't know. I don't really care who it is.
It's gonna be.
Who would you prefer to see?
I don't really mind. I'm not gonna lie to you because you could do with a humbling.
Yeah, bro.
You could do with a humbling. She could do with a humbling.
Exactly.
It
We've
really
been trying to
doesn't
work
matter.
this out.
As long as it's
Who?
not a draw.
No, I think we should ask the audience. There should be
Yeah, run a poll.
Who
Who
do you
needs
want to
the
see
humbling?
humbled more?
Yeah,
Who
yeah,
deserves to get it? Does Abby deserve to get it because all of a sudden
She's smoking everyone.
she likes football again? She starts
Smoking
going to
everybody.
games. She's got a lot to say now. Ange this, Ange that. Or is it AGT? Mr. Cocky himself, Mr. David Brent himself.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, should it be you?
the stat man.
Oh, who do I want?
I know I would agree
tough,
with
you know.
the lads because it is a cursed kind of fixture. I was at the game last year when Richarlison came on, give it all this, and then he gives the ball away, and then we win 4-3 with the last
Honestly,
kick of the
way,
game.
the way that
yeah.
that
Brilliant,
happened,
wasn't it?
the way
That was
that happened.
last year, yeah, with
Do you remember, do you remember
Richarlison.
what I said to you?
Scored anyway.
It happened so
Took his shirt
quick,
off.
we couldn't even cash the bet out. It happened that quick, literally. Went to do that, and it was like, oh, bet suspended. I look up.
And you look
And
up,
it's-
you see me
Yeah.
on the camera.
Yeah.
I was second
Giving
row. I had a
Basically, like
great
the goal
view.
you conceded against them. You know, you're still celebrating.
Yeah, yeah.
One of
Relax,
them.
innit?
Do you know
Yeah,
what?
yeah, we'll get
It's always a good fixture. It's always a good.
There's drama,
game.
there's goals.
It's always very, in my opinion, it's always very tight. But I think we always play fairly well against you, and it's one of those games
Just
where we
not well
just always bottle it
Yeah.
right at the end. Typical.
Which is why they won't be winning by
But
2.
clearly you don't think that this time because
I
you
just-
think
But
that Tottenham
Ange, you know?
will beat Liverpool by
I
2
think
clear goals.
Ange, I have full faith in Ange. Honestly, going to the Emirates last week, I said it. I said it
You
here.
did.
I didn't think we
You
were
did.
going to lose.
You did say that.
Got a difference about us. I can see
Bit
it. I've seen
different
the
this
script
though,
many, many times with Tottenham. The script's looking a little bit different at the moment. Didn't say for good.
Sample
said for
size,
the moment,
yeah.
sample
Yeah,
size. It's
okay.
looking different. Seeing a different shift in mentality. You know, they're running all game, not stopping, things like that.
I mean, the bare minimum you should be doing.
I just think at home, if you're gonna try and do this, we've
Can't
been
do
so
that.
close in recent years to beating them, and we should have done that. And we've got a draw
So
here and
this
there.
is the time you
I
beat
just
us.
think this. Why not?
You can look
No
down
time
as
like the
much as
present.
you want. I want eye
No
contact.
time like the present, my son.
All this
Hold
could come
that.
back. It could all come back. On the
Miss you
Liverpool
guys.
side of things.
Come on, lad.
Someone-
Let's hear it, lad.
On the Liverpool side
Tell
of
me another
things.
stat from
Go on.
Szoboszlai. His shot, right, was
Was
recorded
travelling at
was recorded at
37.5
132 miles per hour.
Went into the
No
top
shot
corner.
since King Kenny. Actually, when Kenny Dalglish last played for
Born,
Liverpool.
was born.
Has travelled at such
Right,
speed.
I'll give you a stat. You want a stat? Here's one.
Go on
McAllister,
then.
Szoboszlai, Gravenberch and Endo have 6 goal contributions in September. That's already as many as Henderson, Milner, Fabinho, Oxlade-Chamberlain and Keita achieved for the whole of
So they're
last
better than
season.
He's
Prime Liverpool on the
cussing
clock.
out his
Alright.
old legends.
Yeah.
That's insane.
The new legends are in town.
Well,
Wow.
hold on. What's your sample size?
Ooh.
6 games.
17 wins.
Oh, six,
No, but they weren't there.
No.
They weren't there
6
then.
games. 6 games is your sample size.
7 wins in
So
a
when
row.
I have a sample size of 6 games, it's not okay. But when you have one of 6 games,
But we have the same
Oh,
manager
around
that
6
we've had
games.
that's won every
But-
trophy available.
we're not talking about the manager. We're talking about the players. We're talking
Okay.
about the players.
So
the
are
new
you
players.
telling me that from what you've seen of Szoboszlai and McAllister, you think that's all
No,
we're going to get from them?
I'm fine with your sample size, but I'm just everyone else wasn't happy.
Tell him
with-
about your midfield. Tell him about Basuma.
Talk about Basuma. Talk about Saar.
Let's do the
Basuma.
Let's do it
I
now.
tell you what, they're
Madison,
not stats,
yeah.
But I don't really recall stats
right.
that well.
Okay.
But I'll get it out.
No, I don't think
I
stats.
want to get it
Not
out.
even just stats.
She's got it there. I don't want to.
Because Madison's moving crazy. He's got some numbers
Is he
there.
going to play though?
Hold on.
Is he going to
Yeah,
play?
I don't know, man.
Is Madison?
How
gonna
many
play?
how many box entries does he have this
Do you think Madison's got better numbers than Szoboszlai this season? So
Tilt.
far?
By the way,
Oh,
if
that's
we
a
win,
new
I'm
one.
coming in throwing darts at Abby the whole show. You better
Was it pitch tilt?
wear some kind of
Field
helmet.
Forward tilt?
Field
tilt.
Field
Field
tilt.
tilt.
Field
I like
tilt.
that one.
Oh, it's a new one.
But
Ah, what a shot.
it was something most interceptions, most recoveries in the whole of Europe. Something like that.
The whole of Europe.
Madison.
So that means
Basuma.
you've
No,
lost the ball the
Okay.
most times. So you got to go and get it
That's
back.
believable.
Actually, I mean, I did say it this morning,
I've
but I
seen
can't
it.
remember.
But in terms of how Liverpool approach
say
this
that.
game, we're going full tilt at this one. We've got goal scorers all over the pitch. We've got goal scorers on the bench that can come on and score. Jota loves a game against Tottenham. Darwin, I'm looking forward to seeing him start a game finally. Salah loves a game against Tottenham. Even Diaz loves a game against Tottenham.
Salah loves a game
as
against
well. Klopp does, clearly. No wins for Tottenham in around about 7 years. So in that case, I'm going 2-1 Liverpool.
Cool, I'm going
I'll
3-1.
give you a Son
Tottenham.
or Maddison goal. Obviously, you're going 3-1. And again, just to remind you at home, if you've just heard that and thought, hang on, have I heard that right? You're pressing the rewind 5 seconds button. If she said that right, she did. She fully believes that Liverpool will lose by 2 clear goals on Saturday, 5:30. And if you want to see my reaction to that, we are doing a watch-along on the game on Saturday as well. So if you want to win some money, go and download Fair Play Exchange. Link in the
I'm not here
description.
Monday.
Where are you?
All right.
It's a Champions League build-up presses for open trains.
He's got to go.
Got to be there.
Gotta
But
be
I
there.
needed to be here for. I feel
You
like
can tune in.
I'm gonna miss something epic.
Send in
Yeah,
a super
you're
chat.
gonna-
I won't
We'll
be
read it out.
involved.
Who are you playing? Palace.
But,
Yeah, you're not gonna lose anything.
But something's gonna happen.
Something's going to happen. 3-1, 2-1.
I'm gonna go with a.
Draw.
Yeah.
He's going to
You
say
said
2
don't
or
say a
draw.
draw, by the way.
What?
I'm gonna go. I don't want to draw.
This could
Go with what you
So
want.
what do you want then?
Don't go with what you think. Go with what you
I
want.
don't want anything from this.
You want them both to lose.
I want them both to lose.
I hear
I'll
you.
probably go with a 3-1 Liverpool win.
Wow, that's so rude. That's so rude.
Have you seen your bet?
That's so rude.
Bhavs, how do you see this one?
That's rude.
I'm
Just-
I'm not gonna lie.
better
You have to
hope-
hold.
you
You have
better
to. Yeah.
hope you
I've
win
made my
this week.
decision.
F1 started.
You
Better.
have to be humbled. You have to be humbled.
You better hope we don't.
What over AGT? And
Do you know
Liverpool,
what?
though?
AGT is in his own world. I know he gets excited and giddy when his team goes on win run. You are on some next level smoke. And when I sit next to you now, you're just cooking me. Like in the grill, in the pan, in the fry, everything.
On WhatsApp.
Fair fryer.
I messaged him Monday. I went, "Where are you?"
She's cooking me on WhatsApp, cooking me on Instagram,
I said,
cooking me on Studio.
Telegram,
So
eBay.
now you must lose. You must.
eBay DMs.
You must lose.
You must.
It's mad.
You must lose.
Score prediction.
You must pay.
Rude, but correct. 3-1
No
Liverpool.
chance.
Love
Hey,
that.
go on,
I
man.
can't wait to
and-
humble this whole
Humble
table.
who? Relax.
I give my
No
prediction. Yeah.
respect.
Relax.
I might want
No
Spurs to win.
respect.
Let me be honest,
you better
right?
win that
Against
game.
Arsenal, for as great as Spurs were, and what a victory that was, by the way, like historic scenes. I will say
DVD
one
soon
thing.
come.
I will say one thing, right? Is we should have killed the game off in the first half,
But you
and
didn't.
we're not lethal. They are lethal. They score a lot of goals. They've got Mo Salah, Jota,
Lethal
Gakpo.
bizzle.
They score goals. So I think the Spurs can see chances. They consider against Arsenal as well, and we weren't at our best either. We gave you chances, Jorginho. They might make some mistakes, and
We gave you an own goal.
Liverpool
and
give
a
you
pen.
chances.
Nah,
Liverpool
but
give you
can you-
chances.
can you take
yeah,
that?
they will. They will. That's
They
why
give
I'm
you
saying
chances.
3-1. So you'll score a goal, but they always beat you. And I think right now there's a lot of high with Spurs.
You usually always beat us though as well, don't
Yeah,
you?
we do.
But you didn't.
Thank you for reminding me of
You
that.
didn't.
Did you beat
And it was
us?
No, we didn't. But we usually lose at the Emirates.
So well done,
And we
you
didn't.
did. Do you want a round of applause for that?
And we had to give you a penalty.
Well done,
And we
Chief,
had to
again.
give you an own goal.
Also, they didn't actually score even a goal by themselves.
I mean, we
Wow.
gave you.
so
And the
sorry.
chance they gave you to even
Wow.
score a goal, Jesus plays
yeah.
over.
Like we
gave
What
you
more
a
do you
goal
want?
as
They
Honestly,
gave you
what
loads.
more?
It's not like his player
We
gave you a goal as
literally-
well.
We said, well,
What?
It was Jorginho's fault,
Give
wasn't
you a
it?
head.
Why are we bringing me into this?
But
for?
my point is that Spurs hype is it's not real. It's fake. And every time Spurs fans think something's happening, they need a reality check. And I think there's one team in the league that's
This
very
is it.
good at giving reality checks. I mean,
100%.
there was one last season that I loved. That was a 7-0 at Anfield. That was the one.
Where'd they finish, mate?
Oh.
Where'd they finish, mate?
My point is,
not
Where'd they finish, mate?
Liverpool are the team in the league where they just come back and they just clap you back. And I
Thank you,
think
bro.
Liverpool will do that again on
Flex.
Yeah,
Saturday or
it's like
something.
2-0 up, you know what I mean? They come back, you know,
they
never
clapped
quite,
us as well,
never
didn't
quite beaten. You know what I mean? It happens.
But Liverpool concede first because they're doing that a lot.
But then they'll come back and
Then we'll win 3-1.
We like to concede first as well.
Yeah.
I can see exactly what's going on in his head right now.
he's having a bit
He's
of
thinking Liverpool
he's
will
gonna-
win, but how do I say this without gassing up AGT?
No, I'm not saying that.
How do I do that?
I actually
There's part
want,
of you-
I want a draw.
There's part of you that doesn't think.
Do you know what?
that
If it's a
Liverpool
draw,
I
Man
want a
City are
draw.
going to be
No,
laughing their
Yeah,
heads off.
because the title race,
If this is a draw, Man City are
think-
gonna
There
laugh
is a
their
part
heads
of you that thinks Tottenham can do something. I can see
No,
that.
I'll admit that.
I actually do think Tottenham
I
can
got
get something out of
I got a feeling. I'll be
So what have you
honest.
gone with your bet
Well,
for?
hang on, he's got a feeling. Let's all listen. I
I got a feeling that Spurs,
got a feeling.
Spurs will give a good account of themselves,
What does that mean?
and I think
That means he's got
they
a
could
good
cause an
win.
upset.
Oh, okay.
Go on then.
I think I'm
Might as
gonna
well
I'm
just
gonna
go
go.
down his bet.
I'm gonna go.
2-1
Yeah,
Spurs.
because I didn't agree with everything that they're gonna win by 2 goals.
He's going to go with a draw.
No, I'm not. I'm gonna go with
2-1 Tottenham.
Spurs 2, Liverpool.
You can't even say it with a straight
say it,
face.
he doesn't believe
You can't
it.
say 1 with a straight face
Does
right
not
now. You know
believe it, bro.
they're gonna score 2
The
goals. You know they
clapback
are.
is wild.
Liverpool will be scoring 2 goals.
So tell us a score.
Especially with the way Ange and Tottenham play.
The way that
you know.
Liverpool play as well.
But they have got a bit of character about them.
They
Can
do.
this
They
be the
do.
one
I
where
think. Listen, If it wasn't for Abbi,
2-2.
if it wasn't for Abbi, I would have went with a 2-2 draw too.
It's going to be 2-2.
I would have went
You don't
with
believe that either.
2-2. No, I don't know.
Because
Because it's true Liverpool will score goals.
I do think it's going to.
But I think they'll give them chances, and I think that place will be rocket. I think this is the game where they might show a bit.
All right.
2-2.
Who deserves the humbling? We asked you. 40% have said Liverpool, 60% have said Tottenham. Let's jump into final more super chats before we preview the rest of the games. Big up to Vishesh, who supports City. Anthony says the Chelsea know they don't get 3 points for their win in the cup. No, they don't, clearly. Anthony says Szoboszlai is the best midfielder in the Prem, period. Respect Spurs this season, but on Saturday, beware. You'll never walk alone, says Tonic. Air Race says Liverpool Spurs kryptonite. No points from LFC. Shout out to you. Mudryk 2 assists last season, says Ishak, our top assister. Raj says Abbi, thoughts on the Carabao Cup 4th round draw. Very good. Prodigal Fraudada says City has Ange on the list to replace Pep. He's worked with them before in Japan, and he humbled Pep with Yokohama in a pre-season game. Okay, fair enough.
That's a true stat.
Well done.
Fair
That's a
play.
true stat.
Darren Walker, I am a simp for Abbi. Bro, have you no respect for yourself? Like, honestly, bro.
Matt, what are you trying to say?
No, because you know that's not what I meant. You know, no, but
Jeez.
admitting you're a
What
simp
kind
for
of
someone.
host
like-
is
Yeah,
that?
what kind of host is that?
Let me finish the
Shut
super
for
chat.
me, you bitch. Come on. Sit for me.
Yeah. Let me finish. I am a simp for Abbi. She's my favourite person at DR Sport, but Liverpool beat Spurs this
Cheers.
weekend, so humbled.
No, my whole life and you treat me like that. Wow.
Hold that.
No,
Wow.
but you're not getting it. I'm a fan of you as a friend, but
I'm
what I'm
joking,
saying
let's
is,
move on.
man that say, oh, I'm a simp of Abbi, like, get a life, mate, honestly,
That's
sausage.
his opinion, isn't it?
Yeah, well,
Got a great life. I'm
anyway,
sure.
go out. Get out your room. Big up to Anthony. Another super chat who says, I opened up a charity called Victims of Being Spursy. Please donate. Apologies, core Spurs fans have been begging for them. It's a good cause. Then also, Puska Baller says, how is Aguna going to say anyone needs a reality check after claiming 5-1 a week? Silliest fan base in a deep prem.
Silly
What does that mean?
Billies.
5-1 a week? What did I say? We're going to beat Spurs
I don't know.
5-1.
You didn't, did you?
You might
No, I
have.
didn't. I was going to say.
Shout out to Media Centre Man, AGT on fire today. Big up. But then AGT salty, just below for more some cookies. That's the life.
The reality
Balance.
Balance.
Amrabat and Casemiro are going to be a handful, says Ronnie Dodge. Good name, that. Yeah.
Good super chat as well.
Good super chat. We haven't had another 100 quidder in, have we? From... No, it's just the two.
Another
Fair
one.
enough. Another one.
Another
I
one.
can't believe it. Wolverhampton Wanderers versus Manchester City. It was a tough place for City last season, I think. I think this one was...
Do you know what?
was
Wolves
quite
have played
tight.
well this season.
Yeah.
Yeah, considering everyone had them as favourites to just go down.
Not me.
And I agree. Yeah, I was never in that.
Currently
I'm like-
16th flex, 4 points from 6.
Yeah, they
missed a lot
I
of
think they'll be
chances.
all right. There's 4 or 5 teams worse than them.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
they'll be fine.
They didn't take
But
the
they won't
chances
win this
against
game.
Liverpool, no.
City
Man
fans.
You've got to be
City,
clinical
though.
against City.
Yeah.
Man City
Yeah, they definitely are
out
not
of the
clinical.
cup last night. Will that have a knock-on effect into this game?
Thank you. Much appreciate it once again. Just
As
given...
if you're going to win it. But
Well, we got to the final a couple of years
What
ago.
happened?
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we lost
Yeah.
on penalties, but
Well, listen,
we also had a
like all
goal.
this, yeah?
We also had a goal ruled out for offside, and if there was VAR in that competition, we
was-
would have had that, and it would be a win.
Yeah, but if there was VAR last
just
night,
like
you'd have
Luis
had a red
Garcia
card.
goal, isn't it?
Yeah.
You'd have had a red
Yeah,
card,
you like
right?
that, don't you?
isn't it?
Yeah, you like
had a red
that.
card
Coming
last
like
night.
Chabadi
Yeah,
G.
right?
Yeah.
Isn't it?
Yeah. Why are you not in the
Guys,
competition?
can I just say something, please? Can I just remind you?
Unbelievable.
I know, like, no one likes the Carabao Cup and everyone disgraces it or whatever. So
don't.
it's interesting.
Great cup.
I've always
that.
respected.
Well, that's
no,
it. So just
flex,
Arsenal fans.
flex,
Fair enough,
flex.
just Arsenal
You don't
fans.
need to do this with me. I respect
Piano.
every trophy,
Okay.
every competition.
But can I just
when we
say-
beat Liverpool and Gerrard got an own goal, that
Yeah.
was one of the best days of my life.
See how he's going back to
I
205.
love
Tried to buy him the week
I
after.
love the
You know what I
Carabao
mean?
Cup. When Andy
go.
Carroll's
He
goal
burnt his
should have stood, I love this competition. Okay.
Didn't go over the line, so
But
that's
what
a
my
lie.
point was, that weren't my
That's
point.
the FA Cup final as well.
Oh
you
yeah,
sausage.
yeah.
That
What
was-
happened? You silly sausage.
Meanwhile, on the FA Cup, we beat you in that as well. And there was VAR, so hold that.
That weren't my point.
I saw Kepa's thing go into the car
Bro,
park.
what my point was is that everyone's saying, thank God City are out of it. Can I remind you who the holders of the trophy is? It's us. Everyone keeps doing this. Oh, thank God City's gone out. Oh, now we've got a chance.
So what?
We're trying to reign supreme, yeah? City
Do you
won
know
it
why?
4 times in a row. I want to win it 5 times
Are
in a
you
row.
a scary team?
Booker T.
Are you a scary
Yes,
team?
we are in the Carabao Cup because it's ours.
This might be scary hours
Us,
for you
Newcastle.
yourselves.
And
as
Newcastle's
fan
going to
base.
find
We're
out
the
because they've got
record
players
holders,
again.
Scary hours
We're the
for you
record
guys.
holders of
I don't care. I don't care.
12
what I'm
home
saying
draws in a row for
I
this
don't
guy.
care
Wait,
about that.
oh, you got Newcastle next.
I'm
we
talking
will
about-
be there.
Yeah,
We will be there.
Yeah.
We got Newcastle next.
Yeah, Matty Renton as well. Where's Matty Renton?
Oh.
Matty Renton's already messaged me. He's like, yeah, this. He even messaged, oh yeah, we're gonna get revenge. We're coming to Old Trafford. Yeah, I'll see you there.
I'm backing.
Yeah, you
Geordies
back
for
them
that.
all you want.
Can't
It's
lie.
our trophy. So everyone's happy. Man City's gone out.
Yeah,
Yeah,
rightly so.
We are the holders.
They're the best team in the league.
Oh yeah,
Best team in the
Yeah,
country.
The best team in the league just gone out. In
No
the
one's
first
afraid
round.
to play you. We saw the
To
final.
Newcastle.
We saw
All
you
right,
in the final
beware.
against
All right.
Newcastle
It's
last
our
time.
All right, back onto
trophy.
this one. Back onto this
My
one.
team disrespecting my team.
Back
Like we ain't
onto
the
this
holders.
one. Wolverhampton Wanderers versus City. Score prediction.
3-1 to Manchester City.
2-1. City.
3-1 City.
3-1.
Babs is thinking to go against
No,
the grain.
I'm
You want
not
them to keep
thi-
dropping
I'm not
points before they
thinking-
play
I'm
you
not
so you can be in a
thinking,
title
I'm
race. So go.
manifesting
Oh,
some energy.
So basically, you don't really believe
So,
it,
I
but you're
mean,
going to say something.
like
Oh,
you
yeah.
did for
Antonio
the last
thing.
episode, you know what
I
I mean?
hear
So
it.
I'm trying to manifest something. It's not going to happen, but I'm going to say it anyways.
We got one game
Why
on
not?
Sunday. That's
1-0 Wolves.
Wolves won.
Sorry,
City
it's Brentford.
And Pedro Neto to score.
One game.
I don't care who scores, but it could
Willy
be,
Bolly
it could be an
and
own
that.
goal for care. But as long
Oh,
as they
he's
win,
at Forest now.
they're not.
No
It's not going to
race.
happen, by the way. But yeah, no Rodri.
outside.
I'm hoping. Obviously, no De Bruyne as well.
Brentford.
And I'll be intrigued to
Doesn't
see
matter.
who the City players at number 6 will be. Calvin Phillips, will it be Kovacic or Nunes? Who's going to play for them there?
Nunes going back to his old team as well.
Yeah, it'll
He's
be
gonna get
a
booted
tough.
out,
Look, for all this, City will score in the first 5 minutes. Haaland scores, and
Yeah.
but
That's how it
one
goes,
Wolves
isn't it?
just to manifest.
Yeah, that's how it goes.
He was complaining they couldn't get a plane back as well.
Yeah.
Guardiola couldn't get a plane back from Newcastle back to
It's gonna
Manchester.
affect their
the travelling
recovery for
time,
Saturday.
it might be a bit dodgy at, what was it, 5 Wednesday?
3 o'clock.
Oh, at 3 o'clock on Saturday, so it's a bit of a tight turnaround.
If anything, just drive from Newcastle straight to Wolves, and you've got your recovery time there. Sunday, only one game, which is a good and a bad thing, I think. Good because we're being spoiled on Saturday.
Yeah, but there's no Super Sunday. Super
Pretty
Sunday's
poor
all
game.
too.
Just means
Pretty
you've got
poor
free
game on Sunday.
Well, WSL
with all
is
due
back on
respect.
Sunday, guys. So make sure you tune in to the
Love
WSL.
that. Big up Liverpool in that as well.
Big up United.
Forest versus Brentford, 2 o'clock kickoff. Forest looking to build on what they've been building on so far in the Prem. Currently in 12th, 2 wins in 5. Did lose their last game, but when you look at Brentford's recent results as well, they're currently just below them. 2 wins in a row. No win in 4 for Brentford, which is quite surprising. Score predictions for this one. Let's go through this quickly.
Go on, you go.
Brentford, I'm going to give. I'm just going to give a 2-2.
Yeah, I think this has got a draw on it as well. Going to match it.
I'm
Yeah.
going for a 95th minute Divock Origi winner for Forest. 2-1.
1-0 Brentford.
Ooh, back to winning ways, you reckon?
Yeah.
Okay. Bavs?
1-0 Forest. Brentford are poor.
Forest.
They're poor.
Actually, wait, no, Elanga's
play-
gone.
we
No,
play-
my guy. 1-0 Forest.
Yeah, we played them last
I want him
night.
to
They
do
had
good.
their strongest team. We still beat them.
1-0
So
Forest.
nah.
Langa started
I'm
up the
going 1-0
season
Forest.
really well.
You don't think there'll be a little bit of a fight back?
They might be, but 1-0 Forest.
They weren't poor against you, though.
No, they weren't. But
Second
that was
half-
a
second
strong.
half they put it on you as
That
well.
was the strongest team. We had like
yeah,
some of our
true.
beating players. So like, they
There
should-
is one more game that we need to review. Preview, and that is
we
the
don't count
West
the
South
weekend.
West
Yeah,
London
that doesn't
derby
matter.
on Monday night.
It's part of the round of fixtures, mate.
We
Who's
don't play-
higher both teams
West
right now? Is it
London.
Fulham or
It
Chelsea?
is. Let's just
It's
have
at Fulham.
a look.
Yeah, it's like.
It
It's at
is
Fulham.
my friend.
Or Fulham.
Fulham higher.
Fulham are
higher.
11th in the
matter.
league.
That means Fulham are bigger as
And
well.
they've won 1 in 5, by the way, and they're still higher than Chelsea.
Wow, crazy.
It doesn't matter, to be
Doesn't
honest.
matter.
What doesn't matter?
What
What?
is
For,
it?
because form goes out the window because it's a derby.
Exactly.
It's
Okay.
not really.
And also it's 6 games in.
It's
so.
the
Come on.
They beat you last year, didn't they? I'm pretty sure they beat you
derby
last
of-
year.
Everyone beat us last year.
They're beating you this year as well.
We don't need to do
This
this.
year.
Every week I'll be saying, yes, that team beat us.
Everyone beats you
We're
this
going
year.
after revenge from everyone.
You know, since you said I want 21 points from the next 7
How
games,
many are you taking?
you've only got 5 points in
I
total.
said I want 21 points, period.
Don't try that, because I was there and you said next 7 games.
Next 7 games, I
In
want
fact,
21
let's actually try and get that clip up
get
for the
that
next
I think
show
it's too late
once
for
they
production,
lose.
yeah.
You're actually lucky you're playing on Monday.
Yeah.
Why?
No,
You know why.
Oh, because he won't get
You know
cooked on
exactly.
Monday.
They'll beat
Exactly.
Fulham.
I think she'll cook me regardless.
I will
Yeah,
cook
of
you.
course.
I don't think I need to.
What, we
We have
saying
to wait till
that
Thursday.
We won, and she still cooked me.
they'll beat Fulham? They'll beat Fulham.
Score?
Nah.
1-0.
1-0.
Crap, but they'll beat them.
Give you some context before you do your predictions. Jackson suspended.
Oh,
Gusto,
That might be
yellow
a-
cards.
Gusto suspended.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That might be advantage.
Sterling might have to play up front. Broya not ready. Washington not ready.
Madueke
Who's
wasn't in the
Washington?
squad.
Madueke
for-
wasn't in the squad against
Done a
Brighton.
Sancho,
Why do you
innit?
know that?
I just keep my eye on things, you know.
he's done a Sancho, innit?
He wasn't in the squad.
Just without the statement.
Yeah, it wasn't.
Yeah, I don't know.
Madueke,
I don't know what the reason is for.
Training,
Yeah, it might be
still
training.
kicking.
Maybe it might be training.
Not injured.
So yeah,
started,
just
fine.
to give you a bit of context.
0-0 then, maybe.
So, with all that context said, what's the score going to be?
1-0 Chelsea.
Who's going to score?
I'm just trying to look at his body
Who's
language.
scoring?
Cole Palmer. Really good game.
Oh,
against
yeah,
Brighton.
he was good.
He was really good.
Abs?
2-0 Fulham.
2-0 Fulham, you know.
And you wonder why I
2-1
predicted a defeat.
Why not?
1-0 Chelsea.
Let's talk next Thursday, yeah?
Wait, when's the last time they won a league game? Was it Luton?
Not on Monday.
The last time they won a league game was against Luton,
The
yeah.
game hasn't.
Nah, they
Oh,
can't
yeah,
win,
true,
surely.
true.
That's what I mean.
They got to win.
Scrape it. It won't be
No,
nice.
no,
but
no,
they'll
no,
win.
no,
They
no,
got to win,
Yeah.
surely. And look, they've not been playing bad football either. They missed a lot of chances, but I'm saying Chelsea in a win. Doesn't go like hand in hand anymore, does it? Doesn't sound right, Chelsea win. Chelsea lost sounds right. That sounds about thing. There'll be a
One win
shock.
this season.
I think this game will be a shock. Yeah, it'll be a shock. Chelsea will win.
Can I ask you just a quick question?
I can't wait until we're back.
Can I ask you just a quick...
When we return,
No, just because...
you lot are finished. I'm telling
Wait,
you.
no. That's fine. All right, that's
Finished.
fine.
How many more
but in
signings is
this-
that then?
Give me my time to recover,
Don't worry, bro.
rest and recovery.
See how spoiled he is.
Rest
From
and
the-
recovery.
Back anyway.
You had a whole
Spoiled
10
kid.
years on the sidelines. I should have cooked you more.
Can I just ask you a quick question? This is no banter. This is a general, because I know that you're a sensible fan and you do talk good football stuff, yeah? Are Chelsea in a better position than Man United?
I think it's very toxic right now around your club, and I think Ten Hag is in his second season in comparison to Poch, so I think there's more pressure on Ten Hag to perform. And I think with everything going on with Sancho and with Maguire and all these different situations that have happened around, I'm not so sure about you guys.
But just with every... I'm not saying...
I wouldn't swap. I wouldn't
yeah.
swap my position for
Yeah.
your position.
So Chelsea are in a better position than Man United?
I don't think any team right now is in a good position until they put points on the board. But
Yeah,
I
but who's in
wouldn't-
a better position? Like, I don't mean league.
I said
Just-
myself
you think
purely
Chelsea?
because your squad is built to perform right now. I know my team hasn't gelled yet. I know my team is developing a lot of the players. Your team has got a lot of experienced top players and are meant to be top players. You should be performing. If you're not performing in Bruno's peak, in Rashford's peak, in Varane's peak, in Casemiro's peak, in Martinez's peak, in Onana's peak, if you're not performing in your team's peak, and I mean challenging for titles, then what are you really doing? You're gonna have to have a rebuild.
But if
right?
you're spending £1 billion and can't win a football match,
Yeah,
and then you've got-
100%. But
and
when-
then- and
when-
then you've
like I
got-
said- like
and
I
then you've
said-
got a bag
like
of
I said on
youngsters that you just let go and brought a bag of
Chelsea going
youngsters in.
into
You
this
don't
game-
look better than the ones you just let
Chelsea-
go on 8-year contracts.
100%.
In 1 year or 2
Chelsea-
years, these
yeah.
men are going to give you massive problems. You've got to start again.
Yeah, if that happens. Chelsea right now have 11 players out injured for this game.
Yeah.
So
We've
like I
had
said,
12, 15.
Yeah, exactly. So let's see the other 500 million, and when we put it together,
Chelsea have got... I need a Chelsea
It's
stat.
mad.
Chelsea can't win a football match
And spent 1 billion.
and spent 1 billion,
1 billion.
but they're in a better position.
Brother,
than
if
Man
you're
United.
happy,
Chelsea.
if you're happier, then
I've got a stat. It's just come
no
up.
problem.
Chelsea are shit.
No problem.
So
Listen.
that's true.
I just wanted to just...
Put your piano away and save
Listen,
it for
and you know why
Thursday
we're in a
next
better
week,
position?
mate,
It's because at
honestly.
least nobody in my city are doing now. They're celebrating being in a race. They're celebrating being in a new era with some football at last.
so 'cause City
Your
are doing
city
it,
is
yeah.
running riot, and it's just blue everywhere. Treble on your head.
But you're
top.
taking L's against bottom half.
Yeah, but
what are you
bro-
talking
yeah, but
about?
bro,
You're not even. They're not your rivals anymore,
Bro.
You got new rivals,
Bro.
That's worse,
Bro.
Should we go?
We just spoke about Luton and all them,
Brother.
man. That's where you are. You're saying
No,
that,
we're not-
you're
we-
saying you're
you-
happy that Arsenal ain't doing nothing. Spurs ain't. You're in the company of Burnley, of Forest,
we
of
will
Fulham,
Everton.
We
of
will recover.
Everton,
We are in a
of
recession.
Wolves.
We are in a recession.
What are you talking
We
about?
are in a
It's quite an
recession.
expensive recession.
Shut up.
We are in a recession.
That's
We will
insane.
recover.
You've got your owners running back to their car.
Yeah.
They're not running. He was doing a jog.
Why is he
It's a
running?
light
That's
jog.
embarrassing.
He was getting.
Todd Bowley said
he
he was
was
gonna
getting
win
his
3-0.
steps in. He was getting his steps in.
You're embarrassing.
I don't want to hear anything
You're-
about owners.
Anyway.
Close
You
the thing.
had
That's
Henry on
It's
Instagram
fine.
doing up reels, trying to get in the algorithm. I don't want to hear nothing about owners. You better hush your gums. You know what I'm saying?
Just last
Listen,
point.
relax
Last
yourself.
thing.
He's just getting his steps in, man. Fitbit and that.
You
What?
haven't seen the top half of the table.
It's not a
for
problem.
Nearly a year.
It's not a problem.
But he's saying he's happy because
when I
Arsenal
see
ain't
it-
doing nothing. Spurs ain't doing nothing.
No,
When
he's-
I
What do you mean?
He's seen it, but he's not been in it.
Yeah.
But anyway, we're going to round up the show there. This has
Every
been
day he dreams
a
Win
very
something.
hotly contested
You win a game of
debate
football.
and preview show on DR Sports. It's still going on right now. Massive shout out to Bhavs for coming on. Really appreciate having you here today. Flex came on Smoke as well. We love to see it. Abby, if you want to win some money off her, make sure you use that link in the description. Download Fair Play Exchange now. It takes 30 seconds. It's very good. And you need to get involved in it, because if you get involved in it, you could win a Messi signed shirt as well. And Matisse was here as well.
He's biased. He hates Chelsea so much. Jesus.
No, I'm clapping
Big
you
up,
the longest.
Big up to you. Big up to you.
Yeah.
guy.
Yeah, just
Maybe
the
you
one
should
clap
use
for me.
actually on
All
this
good. Rest in peace, Dumbledore as well. That has happened whilst we've been on air. So shout out to to Michael Gambon. It's a sad loss. But anyway, we have been DR Sports. Don't forget to join us on the Saturday football show. We've got all these games that we've been talking about. Plus, after that, we've got the big one, Tottenham versus Liverpool. It's going to be massive. Don't go anywhere. We'll see you on the next time. Take care.